People Before Profit's no confidence motion had nothing to do with Darragh O'Brien as an individual, personally. It had nothing to do with cynicism, and it certainly wasn't a stunt. What it is a desperate attempt to force the government to acknowledge that its housing policies are failing real human beings, thousands and thousands of them, in the most terrible way. It's about more than 3,000 children who are going to spend Christmas in emergency accommodation, some of them for the second, third and fourth time. It is about the fact that we have 100,000 families and individuals who are on housing waiting lists in desperate circumstances, waiting a decade, sometimes up to 20 years, for a secure, affordable roof over their head. It is about the fact that thousands of people are facing the imminent prospect of being evicted from their homes, even though the government claimed that they had protected them from those things. It is about the fact that the 4 Dublin City councils did not add a single new council house to the public housing stock in the first half of this year, despite the fact that we are facing an unprecedented housing crisis. It is the fact that we have failed to spend, or this government has failed to spend, €750 million when we are facing this absolute catastrophe affecting children, families, individuals, workers who are at the wrong end of this housing crisis. That is why we put it forward. And of course, in order to ensure that we couldn't present our alternative proposals, which we have done again and again and again, the government put forward their own motion, so People Before Profit have 6.5 minutes to make their case, whereas if our motion had gone ahead, we would have had 40 minutes. Instead, we have a cacophony of people standing up saying how wonderful the government policy is and how well it is working. And that is typical of the manipulation and the spin that goes on when we are dealing with an absolute catastrophe facing families out there. You see, I'll just give a couple of examples of who really matters here. Jacqueline and Richard, in their 50s, with 2 teenage children, who on Thursday rang me up, bawling, crying, because they got a notice saying they're going to be in court in February, when there's supposed to be an eviction ban, to throw them out of the house where they have lived all their lives. These are people, working people, paid their taxes. Nothing this government has done will protect them or provide them with a home. And they are terrified they will be in a car. Jacqueline is terrified, literally, that Richard will not survive this. It is about a woman of 55 who's on dialysis treatment for 9 hours a day and puts in an application for medical housing priority last November, and they are still looking for additional medical information before they can process her application. It is about a 73-year-old man who, with a spinal condition, who's living on his daughter's couch, but still the council are looking for more information about his health. It's about a 59-year-old man with Alzheimer's who's been in 7 different HAP tenancies in 9 years, when doctors have said specifically he needs a secure, affordable place where he's not moving around. That is what's going on out there. And these things have been said again and again to the Minister. And then, during the summer, we put forward precisely a motion, as we've put forward bills to reduce rents, the right to housing bill, bill to stop evictions where there is no fault or where people are being evicted on grounds of sale, use it or lose it policies, to establish a state construction company to accelerate the delivery of public housing on affordable land. The government vote against them all. Why? Well, if you ponder the fact that Cairn Homes Profits increased by 129% last year, and Irish Reid, the biggest landlord in the country, is making 50% profit on every tenant. You have some idea what's really going on.
Barry, please.